What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, CEO MTS Nutrition. Look at my new Dad Bod Redefined shirt. We redefined the Dad Bod shirt because we had one, but nobody wants to buy the same shirt twice, so we made this one. Anyway, it's going up real quick. Check it out, guys. I get asked all the time because I am a huge, enormous, gigantic, ginormous, universal, it doesn't work, proponent of hormone replacement therapy or testosterone replacement therapy in aging men who need it or in young men who just, their balls don't work as well as others. I'm also a huge proponent of TRT, HRT, or whatever is needed for females who might have a testosterone deficiency. I'm a fan of all hormone replacement if you need it. Thyroid, progesterone, testosterone, whatever it is, estrogen, whatever you need. I think that if science can make your quality of life and your length of life better, why not? Why not? But you're cheating. Cheating what? Death? I'll cheat death all the time. Katie, you okay with cheating? That's like saying the old person with all the prescription bottles, you're cheating death. Fuck yeah, I'm cheating death. Yes. Look, the best thing I think we've ever done as a couple in our relationship is when Katie got with Hormone Health and Wellness. And she was able to mitigate her hormonal imbalances. And since then, she's been still very mean, very disrespectful, and very discourteous to me. But it's only about 80%. What the fuck? Thanks for bending over to pick it up. I'm a chauvinist. That's just the injectable testosterone speaking. So the question I get all the time is people think inherently that long-term use of testosterone is dangerous, is going to lead to cardiovascular risk, is going to kill you because, let's be real, the fake news mainstream media, I'm not talking about fake news RX muscle, I'm talking about the fake news mainstream media, you know, your Fox Newses and your CNNs. Wall Street Journal actually I did a video on this, a very positive piece on Wall Street people using testosterone replacement therapy. So people think that if you take testosterone, it'll blow your heart up. I will say, now let me just cover this in the beginning, that if you do gain more muscle, it's more mass. More mass is more stress for the body to pump. You know, the more you weigh, whether it's fat, muscle, whatever, the more your heart has to work. And that's why lower calorie diets tend to increase longevity and decrease mortality risk because you're digesting less food. There's less work to go on. And why am I talking like this? So we have all these things that we need to look at. One is, yes, if you take super physiological bodybuilder dose of testosterone, stack it with insulin, stack it with GH, and all the other bullshit that bodybuilders take, yes, you're probably going to die prematurely. But if you are responsible, healthy, just a little low on the T side, male or female, now this study was done in males, TRT or HRT might be your key to decreasing your mortality risk by 75%. Now, a lot of questions in this study because when you have, like, there's no drug on this earth that does it 75%. This study, I think let's say it's only halfway right. That's, what is 72%? 75% divided by 2. 32.5.
That would be 64, 55.
40. 36 is 72. 37. 37.5. That's... So that is...
What divided by 2?
75. 37.5. So let's say that's a 38% decrease in mortality rate if it's just half right. And it obviously, testosterone makes you illiterate at math. It makes you stupid. No, being Polish makes me stupid. Let's get these stereotypes correct. So anyway, this was published in Medscape. Medscape Medical News. I got it off of my good buddy Doug Kalman. He posted on his Facebook. I always give credit where credit's due. I've known Doug since, I believe, 1996. No, I've known Doug since 1999. And he's old too. Testosterone therapy paradox. CV events up in older men, but mortality down. So basically, Let me break down this study. In the first 1 to 2 years, there was an increased risk of cardiovascular events, heart attack, whatever. Very, very subtle increase. But the longer the testosterone was taken, the less the risk became. So here's the quote. It's difficult to reconcile on one hand an increased risk of cardiovascular disease, which is one of the leading causes of mortality in older men, and at the same time finding a strong predictive effect on all-cause mortality. What we think is happening is that when these people become less healthy because hormone therapy is not a vital treatment, they will stop it. She noted that additional analyses using 5A reductase inhibitors, blah, blah, blah. So here's what I'm going to. A couple reasons why testosterone replacement therapy increased longevity. And I'm not going to just, it's because of the cool shit it does. Katie, let's go over testosterone real quick, okay? Don't give me that look. I need something to talk to. Someone. I don't want to assume her gender. I need some person to talk to. Some being, some sentient being. So testosterone causes overall a decrease in body fat and increase in lean mass, right? So what will that mean? Those right there are mortality risks: being fat and being weak. Now, why is being weak a problem? Funny you ask. She didn't ask at all, but that was rhetorical. Here's why. When you're old, like Katie's age, you have weak muscle, which Katie doesn't have because she's on test. You fall down, you break a hip, that kills people. People die frequently, and it skews the data from taking falls, man. Taking falls. Katie, I think we've known a couple people who've taken some bad falls, been in the hospital, gotten infections, and died. We've known people who've known people, I'm sure. So anyway, so basically you take away all those things. So why are people dying with that? Well, let's say you get heart disease. Your insurance, you only have so much money to spend on medical care. Maybe that's the point. Maybe your doctor's just going, you know what, let's get off this testosterone. Maybe coming off of TRT or HRT is going to affect you negatively. So yeah, I mean, even the quote from the scientist who put on this study, there are plausible mechanisms. Testosterone increases strength, which means perhaps these men didn't fall and break their hips or die from fractures. Unreal. So they also highlight testosterone trials in which coronary artery plaque volume increased significantly among elderly hypogonadal men after 1 year, and then they went down. So everything I'm saying, basically, so let me just break this down. Let me just put this into a nutshell. If you are an aging male above, I'm going to go really, really aggressive, above 25, that's when shit starts to decrease. Let's say above 35 just to be safe. And you have lower testosterone and you need testosterone. Okay, you're going to be, according to this data, decrease your mortality risk over time, but in the first 1 to 2 years of treatment, you increase your risk of cardiovascular event, which doesn't correlate. You probably won't die from it, is what I'm reading from this. Because if mortality gets better, then your cardiovascular gets worse. That means, okay, I had a heart attack, but I lived. But that's not how the world works. Bottom line is, here's my thoughts. The deleterious health effects from being deficient in testosterone far outweigh the risks that are incurred by taking testosterone replacement therapy. If you're on the low spectrum of testosterone, you need to get checked by a doctor and you need to get it administered by a credible, logical, good, science-based, and responsible doctor. I personally use a place called Hormone Health and Wellness in Palm Beach. If you want information on them, you can DM me on Instagram. It's at Marc Lobliner. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Marc Lobliner, because I don't want to post any links here. YouTube's weird. So what we'll do is you DM me on Instagram or just find them. It's Hormone Health and Wellness, West Palm Beach. Boom. And they're cool, but I'll link you up if you need anything on that. However, if you have a GP who's hip to it, who knows what they're talking about, that's great. Generally speaking, general practitioners know dick about hormone replacement therapy. They usually don't believe in it, and they believe that having a 400 level of testosterone is normal. Just my opinion, and my opinion only, I don't believe the readings for testosterone apply to men like you and me. What do I mean, men like you and me? Men like you and me who aren't just sitting back eating Cheetos, watching pornography every Thursday night. What I am talking about is a man who wants to maximize their time in the gym, their time in the office, and their time with their kids if they have some. their time with their girlfriend. They want to perform on the field. They want to perform in the gym. They want to perform in the office. They want to perform in the bedroom and the boardroom and whatever it is. For that, I recommend a testosterone level at 1,000 or above. I like to keep mine between 1,200 and 1,500. Well, Mark, that's too high. According to fucking whom? Like, you guys are just like, oh, well, that's not a hormone replacement therapy. That's being on steroids. Okay, fine, it is. I feel great. My health is great. And also, a lot of these risks can be mitigated by donating blood. Donating blood every eight weeks in the US, 12 weeks in the UK, I know there's different guidelines, does a lot for you, not only lowering your hematocrit, but also just it's an oil change, man. It gets you going. You'll feel a little run down for a day after, and then you'll feel great. Keeps your blood pressure cool. It's good to go. And if you are on prescribed hormone replacement therapy, there is no rules saying that you cannot donate blood if it is prescribed by a doctor. There you have it, guys. Check out this study. I'm going to link it down below. It's on medscape.com/view article /916. Just kidding. I'm not going to read all that. Anyway, enjoy it, guys. I already pimped the shirt, but I got to pimp this. Pre-workout, Clash, Vasky, Natural Light. That's not a game.